Hey guys, and welcome back to The Girl with the Shovel. I am Angela, and today we're going to talk about how to take care of your Monstera. So I wanted to start off with light requirements. So Monstera needs bright, indirect light, and it can even tolerate some direct sunlight as long as it isn't too harsh and as long as it's acclimated to it slowly until it's kind of more used to it. But then it actually does really well in bright light. And I know some people say that, oh, these can do well in low light. Now, they will survive, but they'll get super lanky, super tall. The leaves will come out really, really small, and it's not what people buy Monstera for. So if you want those gorgeous, fenestrated, huge leaves, then give it some more light. An east or west facing window is great because it will give some of that direct sunlight. And then I would also say a south facing window would be fine, as long as if you start seeing a little bit of leaf scorch, you put like a sheer curtain or something in front of it. And then as a quick tip for lighting, make sure that you don't rotate this plant. I know other plants you rotate about every time you water. This one, don't. It will actually follow the light with its leaves, and then it'll end up looking really twisted and not that great. So next, let's move into watering requirements. Now, Monstera like to be kept moist. They are a tropical plant. They are found all over in the Amazon. So think about that. Humid, wet region. But that's also if it gets bright light. Okay, if you're in low light, then make sure you don't water it as frequently. And then also make sure that your pot has good drainage so that you can keep adding water consistently and all the extra water can go out. Next, we'll cover soil requirements. So Monstera actually does okay in a regular indoor houseplant mix, but if you want to give it a little bit extra, you could also get a tropical houseplant mix or add some orchid bark for some extra aeration. They do well in these kinds of chunky mixes, so I'll leave a link in the description below for a few that I recommend. But if you want to make your own houseplant soil, check out my DIY houseplant soil video up here. And then I wanted to talk about fertilizer. Because these are a foliar houseplant, you want to get a fertilizer that is a bit higher in the nitrogen level, because that is everything that it needs to push out these gorgeous leaves. Just be sure that you're only fertilizing from the spring through the fall during the time that it's actively growing. I'll leave a link in the description below to a Monstera fertilizer that I recommend. And then you can also download my free fertilizer tracker. You'll also find that in the description below. Next, I wanted to talk about humidity. These guys love it. Okay, so if you have a bright kitchen or a bright bathroom, your Monstera would actually love you. Anytime it can get a boost in its humidity level, it will definitely be happy. Next, I wanted to add some bonus tips. First off, supporting a Monstera. Monstera love to climb things. They naturally climb up trees in the tropics so that they can get more light. So if you give your Monstera a moss pole or a climbing pole, then it will be very, very happy. Just trust me when I say it's better to install one when the plant is young, because if you're trying to install one when it's a bit older, it can be a bit tough to kind of wrangle it into position. And then if you want, you can check out my DIY moss pole video, where I teach you exactly how to create your own moss pole that is perfect for Monsteras. And then last, I wanted to mention about growing Monstera straight in water. Now, I have taken a few cuttings from Monsteras and put them in a vase with some water, and they look gorgeous. First off, they look gorgeous, but then they'll root and they will actually stay happy in water. Let's see, I think I had mine in there for at least a year, probably a year and a half, and it was totally fine. I just eventually switched it over into some soil and it did great. Okay, so if you want to grow your Monstera in water, go ahead. Just make sure that you give it enough light wherever it is so that it can still keep growing those gorgeous large leaves. So if you'd like more plant care information for your Monstera, head on over to my website at thegirlwiththeshovel.com, I'll leave a link in the description below to the exact Monstera plant care post, and you can check out all of those tips and tricks there. And then for a reference guide on the Monstera plant care tips, as well as over 130 other houseplants, check out my indoor plant guide A to Z. It's an amazing reference guide of all different types of houseplants and exactly what they need to survive. That's it. I hope you liked this video. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And I hope your Monstera will be looking fabulous. I'll see you in the next video.